Oh, I think there's echo. Is it? Yeah, I think there's echo. I don't know. Maybe you won't hear it, but I certainly hear it. So, don't know where it's coming from. Yo, do you hear any echo? You should also check out the episode, which is at the shout key link. So, since yeah, you should also see the time that I have up here. But yeah, okay, cool. Do you have the episode? It's sort of weird because right now I'm at a random classroom, working late doing mechanical design of the system. I want to have it done and manufactured by Tuesday, and I also haven't done any work the last couple of days, which is my fault. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be like a weird vloggy sort of setup. Let me know when you have the episode. I have the timestamp in the upper left or right hand corner. So, yeah, let's see what else. So today was the final day of the Tournament of Champions quarterfinals. So, people on Eastern networks have already know what the results are and whether I make on to the quarterfinals or not. But I don't know if you know, and definitely people on the West Coast don't know yet. So, I guess a little bit of a retrospective. I tried to find some more people to come and watch, but my standard friend is, am I probably having fun and not looking. Oh, you already know? Oh, I don't want to be watching this. Okay, well here we go. 1, 2, play. Oh man. So I think one thing cool is that all of the openings are sort of different after all of the episodes, which I think is like I think is a cute thing. Yeah. One thing that I really like is getting to know all of these people. So like, you know, we went on the man. I got to know Jason, I got to know Tim, got to know everybody. The red outfit was definitely my mom and aunt being like, oh, you know, red is lucky color for Chinese, and so they're not really superstitious, but you know, that's I'm gonna turn down the volume more. That's why I wore that. Yeah, so one thing I definitely feel is just being shorter than all the other contestants. This is a BS category. Yeah, I don't know who Dr. Johnson is or who this alphabet. Man. I don't know sports. It could be anything. It's kind of bull lifestyle category. Who knows what this is, right? You know, swipe right. You know, more puns.
And Tim, off you go. Dr. Johnson's alphabet for 200.
Tim has a really awesome sense of humor. He's like, it's very dry and very snarky, and I do really appreciate getting to hear that. Tinder 600? Man, so yeah, I guess like things I really like jumping around the board. So as you can see, I do it. I don't know. I also like rest my hand against the counter, so you can see that I'm doing that. It's because it's sort of some of the strategy I saw was that if you keep your hand very still and so that your finger is moving as little as possible, just to have a complete system. Yeah. One thing that I was really amused was that people didn't really give me as much hate, like in general. Partly also because everybody was jumping around the board here and not just like a single person. So I was definitely behind for most of this game. That was like definitely out of my element, you know.
Tim, what is S? S, that's the letter. Alphabet for 6. Sounded only by a strong emission of the breath and is therefore by
Man.
counted no letter.
Also the question difficulty spikes up in the TOC which is definitely a big difference. So the one thing I really like about watching these bootleg episodes is yeah, just screwed, dumb. One thing I like watching about these bootleg episodes is that since there's no commercials, you do really get a sense of how fast this game is. And like Jeopardy is such a fast game. It's very hard, you know.
Jason, what is baseball? Correct. USA for 800. Mount Rainier is the highest peak in Washington.
I almost buzzed in it's the Olympics for this one, so I'm kind of glad that Tim beat me to the buzzer because I was thinking about Olympic National Park. I got a lot of hate on Twitter for this. Yeah, I got so much hate for this because they're like freaking badminton on a 94-foot court, and then like also for myself it was what was it? Because I was just like, oh, it's B in a sport and it's on a court, like it's obviously badminton. I'm going to claim that that's just because I'm Asian. So yeah. Thanks, Marls. Yeah. This one was hard. I kept thinking like maple tree, and then like that can't be right.
Sugar maple. Jason.
USA for 1,000.
90% of Las Vegas's water comes from
Yeah, it's easy. Easy. Why did I win?
You are back on the plus side. I'm happy about that. We're going to take our first break. Then we'll come back to talk to the players.
Yeah. I'll pause just to pretend that we're in a commercial break, but maybe catch up in the stream a little bit. But like, dude, this game is really fast. Also, I'm like getting my butt wrecked, right? It's like 600 to 3,200. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. You know, one of my friends, no, I mean, sick comeback, yeah. I mean, one of my friends was definitely like, when I first went on a college tournament, I asked him like, "How do you think I did?" And he's like, "I think you made it to the semifinals, but no further." And then he was like very disappointed when he found out that like I won the thing, because it was like, man, like I thought the other college tournament kids would be better than that, which was like, thanks, you know. But and then this one, his guess was that, oh, you're going to not embarrass yourself in the quarterfinals, but you're not going to do super well, and you're not going to make it to the semifinals. So beating expectations both times, but yeah. I guess last thing during this commercial break is that I was really surprised how much support I got from the internet this time. I think it's because people are really cheering on the flashy contestants. So Buzzy is getting a lot of support. Austin, of course, was like the most popular person. So I think because of the meme lord thing, people are like, oh, she's cool, I guess. I don't know, people are weird. Anyways, last thing, I do really appreciate what we did for Cindy Stoll, which Jason will talk about, and I'll be quiet during this portion because it's like very important. Yeah.
Folks who are really observant will have noticed that the contestants and I are all wearing these blue ribbons. Jason Sterlacki, you were instrumental in having this come about. Why don't you tell the audience what it has to do with?
Well, anybody who watches the show regularly remembers Cindy Stoll and her magnificent run back in, I guess it was December of last year. After her passing from colon cancer, a lot of people were asking us what we were going to do to sort of remember her. And it blows me away how much of a family everybody is here. So I guess I got us all together, and we all agreed to wear these ribbons.
And in her honor, of course, she'd have been competing in this tournament. Jeopardy is donating $10,000 to the cancer.
And that's the semi-finalist winning amount. So.
Lily Chin, college championship.
God, freaking.
What's this spiciest meme lord comment on the show that got? What happened as a result of your comment?
It got a lot of internet fame, and I have a burrito and a beer named after it.
Really?
Yes.
You're a star in more ways than one, right?
God, they put so much blush and makeup on me. Jeez.
The power of television. Tim Ayton from Vermilion, Ohio.
Tim's great. I like Tim.
On Jeopardy and on Twitter. You described your appearance on the show as what?
Just.
Yeah, I wasn't the most dominant champion the first time around. I played more of a finesse game, I'd like to say. So I said that my motto was float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfly.
Oh, you can even hear me laughing. God freaking dang it. A very distinctive laugh, I guess.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of support from the internet for me and for that tweet in particular, and one of them was Hunter Pence, World Series champion.
Yeah, for the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but not this year. Okay, Lily.
Unnecessary.
Go ahead. You make the next selection for us, please, as we continue.
Color for 600.
Owens Corning for insulation. Tim.
What is pink?
That's the color.
Color for 2.
I'm cutting up dinner, so that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm cleaning my hands. But anyways,
Caterpillar.
come on, get buzzing on this. Screw you. God, I'm the worst.
Our campfire is not going to be that big.
I almost buzzed in for cubit, like the biblical measurement on this one.
Jason.
What is a cord?
Cord, right you are.
Color for 1,000.
AstraZeneca for Nexium.
Man, look at these faces.
Color purple.
These like confused faces are pretty great.
Tiffany.
Man.
Tim.
What is blue?
Blue. Robin's egg blue.
Swipe or 8 for 200.
Tom Buchanan calls this title character a common swindler who'd have to steal a
Come
ring
on.
to put it on Daisy's finger. Lily?
Who's the Great Gatsby?
Yes.
400 swipe right.
After he proposes, Elizabeth
Man, come on.
tells him he is
I do.
the last
One thing that I was
person
wondering,
who could ever be prevailed on to
like when I was practicing, is because I was getting my butt whooped
Yes.
with these TOC questions when I was practicing, and I was wondering if I should actually sort of like go sequentially. But like when I went here, it was just sort of default to jump around.
No.
So interesting point here is that they actually cut out Trebek saying its ads has 4 letters. Ads only has 3 letters, which is like an alternate spelling. But like, yeah, I'm amused they cut that out in the final version.
Right for 800.
As this play by Shakespeare says, let's meet as little as we can, and I do desire we may be better strangers. Jason.
What is as you like it?
Yes.
So another thing is I was intending to do a lot of intel onto people, and you know, I didn't end up doing it, but like apparently Jason has really good stats.
What is
So
afraid of Virginia Woolf?
whereas like Tim kind of goes in like half, you know, float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfly, as he said. So it was funny.
Lily.
What is sawdust?
Sawdust. You got it.
Tinder for 200.
Tinder is small piece.
God, I have so much makeup on my face. They put a lot more makeup on me this time than the college tournament, and I'm still not really sure why. Maybe because I look more feminine without the giant sweatshirt. So, come on, get some answers. They're exactly as you see it. Sometimes they cut it out due to length, or like Alex will say something inappropriate. But it's exactly as you see it in terms of question segments. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of curious in my semi-final game that's coming up whether or not Alex's inappropriate comments is going to get cut out, because it's like it was pretty yikesy. Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of people come up to me after the game and be like, "Yo, did he like?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we'll see how that goes. I guess similarly in Lisa's game on Thursday, like Trebek assumed that everybody at the fire station was going to be men, and so like Lisa kind of said like and women, and it was a pretty good moment. But like, there was discussion on the like previous Jeopardy contestants group about you know, like experiences with Alex, and surprisingly the most common question after like, you know, how does Jeopardy work, what's it like to be on the show, is Alex Trebek a jerk? And it's always kind of weird because like they intentionally keep the contestants and Alex very separate from each other because they want to avoid cheating scandals. So like you don't really get to interact with him. I guess like my more like the interactions that you didn't see on the show was, one, I got to tell him that we're making our own kitchen table at my house, which is cool because he's interested in creating in like hardware and stuff. And 2 is that like in the pictures you can see I'm like so much shorter than everyone else, so like we were kind of waiting around, he like put his hands on my shoulder and then he like started giving me a massage, and I was like, this is kind of weird, but like yeah. Yeah, I don't know why so many people are excited to hear that Trebek is a jerk and like want this to be validated, but I don't know. I think it has something to do also with the mimetic nano fame sort of thing about like actually it's not really that. I don't know. Like there's a certain, I guess like the same vindictiveness that people are doing when they're reading about all these sexual harassment cases of kind of like, I know that dude was bad, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's good that this dude is getting exposed, but at the same time it's just kind of like unfortunate. I don't know, I think I talked about this on an earlier stream, but I'm like pretty happy that Hollywood's sort of imploding in terms of with all of the accusations. I don't know. Maybe something will change. I don't, as long as there's a power dynamic and as long as gender roles are the way they are, it's always going to be like that. But I don't know. We'll see. I guess just for myself, I feel really lucky and very confused, but not questioning like why I'm not getting that much hate this time than compared to last time. I do wonder if more. So I thought that, oh, I look more feminine, and so people are going to hit on me more. Maybe what's actually happening is that like now that I'm more conventionally in people's gender roles, that they don't feel like they need to attack me as much. It's all just speculation, but well, we'll see. Anyways, back to the game.
Just a little bit in the beginning of the first round, but she's at 2,000 now, and she picks first from these categories. Uh-oh, the dreaded opera category. Yes, of course. Three of a kind. Movie and TV.
He actually has a lot of levity, at least when I'm hearing this. All of these categories are bull, except for the branches of science one. Overlaps is the best category. Wordplay is the only redeeming factor of Jeopardy.
Lily, start.
Science for 1600.
Lucrezia Borgia may have been an expert in this.
That's kind of cool, like the Borgia, like the popes and stuff.
Lily.
What is toxicology?
Yeah.
Three of a kind 1200.
I mean, when oh, let's see. Oh, I was so pissed I didn't get this. Oh my god. So it turns out that like Jason is also a huge like WWE fan. I just came to Monday Night Raw once, and I was just like really wanted to get this question. Oh my god, just for the memes, man. Ah, boy, God.
Rihanna and Aziz Ansari are two of the celebs to fall to a
Oh
fiery
man.
death in this 2013 film.
I mean, like when I say wordplay is the only redeeming factor of Jeopardy, it's more of just like there are so many other formats that trivia is like it's well played. Like Quiz Bowl does a lot better of like rewarding fast knowledge, right? And a lot of people play Learned League after they've been on Jeopardy, but like wordplay is like the one thing that is really unique about Jeopardy, and I really like it. I love before and after. I love this overlaps category. There was a manga. Well, okay. Oh, I want to be quiet for this because I want to hear if how much they cut out.
Who was Donnie? Donnie, yeah.
Oh, so they didn't cut it out. You can actually hear me say "Shut up, Donnie," and then Jason say "You're out of your element, Donnie."
Who is Kenny?
That's actually kind of interesting. Everybody heard the element part from. Oh, not everybody. Some people heard the element part of the from the Reddit at least, but like, man, God, that was really unfortunate. I feel bad for missing that one. But like, the other thing was I like the manga category on the Thursday episode. Alan Lynn and I were kept on like nudging each other, being like, "Oh, you know, dude, why aren't we on this?" Alan's really nice. My folks and his folks sort of talked to each other afterwards, and it was funny because Alan's mom was like, "Oh, did she wear red because it's lucky in China?" And I was like, "Yeah." I don't know. Families think alike.
Overlaps for 16.
Strong Italian coffee used to detect submerged objects using sound waves. Jason, what is espresso?
Yeah, but it's funny because it doesn't usually show up in other things, you know, like whatchamacallit.
Lily,
What is an ice caplication?
correct. You guys did well on what I thought was a very tough category.
I like this category, man.
Access for 1200.
What was I saying? Yeah, no, usually they don't have trivia, like wordplay in trivia. because it's not as fast-paced of a game. I don't know if you've ever done like bar trivia, but it's pretty slow actually. You just kind of, you like sit there, have some drinks, like send in your answers. So like the wordplay ones, the reason part of these are hard is because like you're expected to do this like quick, rhyming or like punning things happening. So.
What is Midway?
Pick the right one.
Yeah, so it turns out that my like weakest categories are like geography and history, which is like, like I think Marls, you actually joked about this, but like I do think that part of the reason it did help me win the final Jeopardy college tournament is that like all them memes, them like pop culture thing. So, see, I'm getting whooped here. Like what? Like 7,600? Oh, okay. Okay, so my logic here was that this was an 800 clue. I need to catch up.
I'll bet 4,000.
Yeah, and then like if it's in the second category, you should bet a lot because it's usually pretty easy. And like, what is this? This is super easy, man.
Carmen is right.
Ah, boy. Man, I need to like answer all my fan mail. A lot of people have sent me emails being like, "Oh, like congratulations." I need to like send them. I'm behind. I'm just really behind on everything. As you can see me bobbing my head along, yeah. Yeah, see, that's the funny thing is that like the math and science in Jeopardy is almost like trivial. That like, they don't expect people like if you're a scientist and like what they expect you will show up. There is computation map that shows up in high school quiz bowl sometimes, and it's sort of funny because like that's even the math people really hate this category because like it just turns out like trivia question and answer is not a good format for doing math. But they do mathematicians in like good high school level quiz bowl, like like, oh, this guy discovered like they'll ask about like Galois and like talk a little bit about what he did. I don't know if that's what you mean by math, but I consider that math more than comp math, I guess. I feel like wordplay and math, like I'm not really sure what are some good avenues for it. But I think the reason why like humanities subjects tends to occur more in trivia is because it's a much broader base, right? Like, yeah, you can do like a whole bunch of different connections between things. And I think one thing that I noticed when studying is like how tightly connected geography and whatchamacallit. Like one of the problems that I had realized when I had done history was that I never had looked at a map and like found out how everything's connected. So like, oh, like Gallipoli or the Dardanelles are like super important because like they're literally that tiny land bridge, or like a sea bridge. But yeah. Yeah, but math history does show up quite a bit in high school quiz bowl. I have barely any in freaking Jeopardy, but okay. So yeah. Yeah, so I know I'm pretty screwed here. Oh wow. Woo.
We have a few moments before we get into Final Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, Reddit was commenting about the fact that like they actually had enough time for Alex to like explain all of this and like pad out time, which I'm not sure how true that is, but like that's what they said. So I guess like they can pad it out because they know that Final Jeopardy is always going to be 30 seconds and it's not like as much bouncing around and stuff.
And our thanks, of course, to Consumer Cellular for helping us out in that.
I want to see the scores. Oh, okay. I guess we don't get to see the scores, but I'm at 12,800, and I had looked at the previous cutoffs from both the finalwager.com as well as Jeopardy Fan. According to finalwager.com, it was 11,000 was really comfortable for moving on. And then from the Jeopardy Fan, I found that 13,000 seemed to be definite to go on, with the highest score ever gotten without continuing to the semifinals was 12,900. So I figured I had also seen one game in the archives where all of the players got like 12 point something K, and they all moved to the quarterfinals or semifinals. So I was definitely like, I can't push my luck on this. I'm at 12,800. If I could get to 13,600, that would be nice because then I can like be more assured or go down in history as like the highest total that never passed on. So that explains my bet. I also knew that I suck at geography. But yeah, I was actually thinking about like betting 0 and then doing my joke answer. But I decided not to because I figured that getting 13,600 would be better than you know, just 12,800. So here we go.
Is landlocked countries, players. Here's your clue. South of the Tropic of Capricorn, this kingdom is the world's southernmost landlocked country.
So what's going in my thought process at the time is that like I saw Tropic of Capricorn and somehow I misread this as like Tropic of Cancer, and I just thinking like just south. So I really was on the wrong track, and I was just thinking like, freaking crap. And like I don't know, Bhutan got stuck in my head because I was like, man, I just need a freaking landlocked country. You know, and just like kept thinking about it. The thing that I thought was funny is that like a couple days before my episode aired, my friends actually had a discussion about like countries south of Tropic of Capricorn. So I got wrecked. Oh man, when Alex is saying this, that's like, oh, it's only. Oh, look at my face. I'm just like, get dunked on. Yeah. Well, at least my dad said, hey, I picked Bhutan too. So thanks, Dad. Yeah. Myanmar is even worse just because it doesn't have a coast. He posted on Facebook and said that somehow he got largest in his head. He got it really quickly. I'm pretty sure. It was like, man, dunked on. 420 blaze it. Yep, and it turns out that they did stand up. So life is good. My episode is going to be on Monday, so oh, this is nice, you know, handshake. I don't remember what he talked about this time. Yeah, I really don't remember what he talked about. It was good. Moving on. I like it better when they kind of oh, I like that you could really see the green hair there. That was cool. But I don't know. This feels really awkward of just standing at the podiums and talking from there. But you know what? Whatever. That's I don't really like all the creeps on the internet saying like, oh, you don't get that full body shot, which is definitely like, please go away. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I can do display capture, but yeah, I think that. So let's see. So my episode shows on Monday. I haven't planned out the party yet. Ideally, I would still be at my house. I don't really. Actually, oh, this is the classroom that I showed the original episode, or like the viewing party in. You can see it's got like a nice tiered structure so that you can watch it at the top. It's also funny because we went through a lot of AV troubles in order to get the version that was live with commercials. It was really dumb. But the media experience. It's because there's a lot of perverts out there. Like, consider the fact that I got harassed for like 20 minutes of edited television. Like, I don't know who watches Jeopardy to hit on people, but it happens. And let me go find this article. The number of times I have to talk about this article is just really unfortunate. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Let's see on Facebook if anyone. There's one guy currently who is messaging me. he hasn't done anything beyond the hey gorgeous, hey beautiful, whatever. But um, whatever. I just know I'm gonna see like, oh, this kid sent you a picture, and then it's gonna be bad. Yeah. Anyways, he hasn't sent me anything, so that's good. Man. Oh, my friend just messaged me, saying that she can come see it, but whatever. Rip. Yeah, so that was about it. I don't know if you have any other questions. Oh, I have a star by my name because I'm a Twitch affiliate now. Thank you for everybody for following me. Because I think the hardest requirement of the Twitch affiliate thing is having over 50 followers and average of 3 people watching the stream. So yeah, and it's definitely it's definitely from all y'all that we've got that point, especially to 50 followers. You know, I feel like it's only the max I've seen is 8 people watching my stream, but hey, I have 70 subscribers, so yeah, that affiliate is don't send me money. I don't need money. It's just I mean, if you want to, but like I really like come on, I play like 10-year-old games. I'm not gonna get any like sponsorship deals. Maybe I'll be able to carry on my Jeopardy fame afterwards. But I've already planned out a trip for Thanksgiving, which is going to be this weekend, and then all of next weekend. So any other freaking Twitch followers I get from Jeopardy, they're just going to have to immediately be like, wow, this kid never updates. I don't think trivia has a disproportionately large amount of perverts. I think it's I mean there might be something about like it's a nerdy activity, so it's associated with like people being more autistic or like on the like worse with social skills, just like I don't know. Like you know, you see that around. I think the proportion of perverts is like the same everywhere. I think it's just more of like who is more public about it, right? Or you know, I don't know. Yeah. It's just my gut. I don't really have any other things about it. And I mean, like, you can just look at the creepiness of Reddit, I just feel like sometimes. But, I'm gonna respond to my friend. Hamlet is pretty dope. She's watching Hamlet right now, so. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, really. Catch me outside, and by outside I mean Monday. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that this more elucidating, and I hope you didn't mind I just like talked over Jeopardy. We'll probably have another. It won't be on Friday. Compared to other fringe activities. I don't know. I don't really experience trivia outside of like Jeopardy, playing friends with Proto Bowl, which is yeah. So other than that, and there's also like Learned League. I'm not sure if that's actually the URL. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Learned League. Those are the big trivia communities. I guess Sporkle, but I don't really think there's a community around there. So those are really the only things, and then like bar trivia are I think the current ones I do trivia in. I don't know if you like do trivia in other places. Yeah. I mean, I think also before Jeopardy, I really just didn't get harassed in the like gender sexual manner as much. Like I definitely got freaking like people saying like ni hao and like you know being racist, but I had never really experienced catcalls until Jeopardy, so I don't really know. I mean, yeah, even now, like right, like in this version of Jeopardy, I'm not getting harassed as much. If anything, I'm getting like a lot of support. So I don't really know how to speak to like percentage of creeps. Really, I feel very lucky that I haven't had this experience, unlike a lot of my friends. But you know, what can you do? People are jerks. Yeah. Okay, I have dinner. Maybe we can make this social eating. So So here is it's called deconstructed cabbage rolls. So unlike normally you make cabbage rolls by you like fill them with things and you like package it. This is you just sort of dump it into a casserole and you just put some rice and random crap in it. The other thing I made was let's see, glazed pork chops. Unfortunately, it's all cold now because I was streaming. Oh, maybe I could just change the tag to social eating. I don't understand social eating. But whatever floats people's boats. But yeah, okay. I think I'm actually gonna call it quits. But thanks for watching. Oh right, the one I'm gonna stream it. I'm not gonna stream it Friday because I'm going to be on a plane back home so that I can go with my parents to the next Thanksgiving break destination. I really don't want to try streaming at home. I have DSL. Yeah, I had dial-up until 2010. So it's gonna be a lot. But then like I also can't talk about the endings. Maybe I'll stream at home. Maybe if my parents are down, like they'll be on there. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's about it. Definitely will be streaming, looking at internet comments on Monday. So, yep. All right. See ya.